3 o'clock. That is not me getting out of the pitch, because I could not, with any moral conscience, not do this.
Also, could you guys be really mean? Can we be part of this up?
Yeah, you can do the after questions.
Yeah.
As well.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
So we need to start.
My name is Dr. Simon Derby, and I'm currently the the programme leader of Emerging Scholars, developing ability, belief and character in girls in Europe. I first came up with the concept for this programme about 5 years ago, when I became aware, through my own nieces in particular, that often teenage girls who are quite bright, can lack in self-confidence and lack in resilience. I believe the teenage years are the most formative years of anyone's life. It's not to say if you don't have brilliant teenage years you can't have a successful life, but I think if you can develop confidence, resilience and grow in your experiences in your teenage years, your opportunities are much easier as you grow older. So I thought about this for a while, and I thought about it some more, and I procrastinated a little longer. And then I reached out to Donna, who I'd met through another project, and I said, Donna, I've got this idea. I've got this idea for working with teenage girls to develop. I think at that stage it was much more around aspiration, achievement, learning capability and resilience. So we did spend a little bit of time thinking about strap-ons, Julia, and kind of honing the messages, Harry. But we came up with what, in essence, was developing ability, belief and character. Developing the ability to do something, the belief we can do it, and the character to get it done. And I think some of the girls, well, all the girls that you see here today standing to my left are a tribute to the 3 years that Emerging Scholars has been working with it. We are at the end of the first 3 years of a pilot programme. We got some fantastic outcomes. I think the girls are evidence of those outcomes as much as the paperwork I make them submit and the wonderful test scores their schools submit and all the various scales and monitoring evaluation tools we use. We're in an interesting position. Forests aren't able to support us after this year, and the current ESIP Forest programme won't continue. But my big audacious goal is building a better world one child at a time. And I'm not going to give up on that because this programme is ending. I want one ESIP in every local authority in this country. And that's not going to happen overnight, but that's what I want to happen, and that's 380 ESIPs. And I'm conscious right now, as of 2 weeks today in fact, I'll go down from 1 to 0. So that is a little bit of an obstacle. But I have the girls as evidence of what works. I have Donna as a very committed chair. I have Karen and Andrea as facilitators who've worked with the programme and supported. And actually most of you have been, this is your second business event, and all of you today have given up your time to support ESIP Apprentice Day, the first ESIP Apprentice Day, which has actually gone, 1 minute, get on, which has actually gone rather well, I think. What I need now is the support of willing people like yourselves, offering different skills so that we can build an infrastructure so I can grow those 380 programmes, because that's going to involve working with different people. So Jill, you work for a fantastic consultancy team. You've got a brilliant background in Accenture. I want us to keep talking about how we can work together and maybe with your foundation help them develop that. Karen, you've helped me develop my communication skills. You've developed a fantastic session with the Year 10s. I think there's more we can do together in positioning ESIP. Julia, I was really touched when I read your questionnaire about your passion for social justice and what you want to do in education. You've been a fantastic contributor to the 2 events. I think there's more we can do together. Jane, we've worked really well. You've run a charity successfully. I need to learn a little bit more from that. Sean, you work with one of the great institutions in this country, the British Museum. You've raised my expectation about what we could do with heritage in this programme, and I want to build on that and work with you, with British Museum, and develop ESIP. Andrea, uncovering unconscious thinking. You've helped me realise things I never knew. You've been a fantastic support, and again, I think there's a lot we can do, and I think there's a lot you can do. programme as well. Stephen, economics as well as Ernst & Young. I think that's a fantastic combination because you need to put the evidence into these programmes, and I think the evidence and the modelling is something that you can contribute to that if you really wanted to. And Kate, as a fellow scientist, and I do like to think of myself as a would-be engineer, I want to do more for girls and women in science and engineering, and I hope you can help me with that. But also because I think there's opportunities there around problem solving. I don't think we should just be saying, let's get more scientists and engineers. There's a beauty and there's a value in science and engineering, which I think if we can show to all girls, even the performers, I think that will help them. So, my mission, building a better world, one child at a time, developing enterprising, confident, resilient young women. I want to do this. I can't do it on my own, but with you we can make this happen. Thank you.